Florida era. He paid the price on that one.
Oh, that wasn't.
Yeah, that was his barbless post giant jackpot, you know.
Oh, okay.
Well, he's absolutely in control of these beasts, and they could not possibly shake off if he wasn't.
I don't remember the no bar.
Yeah.
Oh,
There you go.
there you got one.
Jay, quiet lights are really good fish. Come here. Come here. Jay. Somebody get the camera.
Huh?
He's hooked. Get the big cam. I'll do it. Take the
I
net.
got the net. Camera, Jim.
I got it.
Okay.
Take our time for a second. We gotta make TV.
So did you see that thing coming?
Yeah.
Come on. All right, Jay's on the board already. Pete.
And I'm on the
Pete,
net.
get the clam.
Get
Pete.
the
Pete.
clam.
Pete. Pete. Pete, get the clam. Clam him, Pete. Clam him.
I can't see him.
I can't.
How can I clam
Take
him
your
if
time. It's the best part, Pete. Yeah. Jay, great job. Pete Maina, Clam Jam 87, folks. Look at this. This is the best clammer in the business.
The best clammer in the business. And you see what I did here? The fish is already off the bait. We don't have to get any pliers out or anything like that.
Dunsky.
It's beautiful.
Jay, what just happened?
Well, I'm fishing with my close personal friend, Pete Maina. And Pete said, Jay, if there's one thing you do after you're done figure eight is keep your bait in the water for a minimum of 25 minutes. Well, I'm on minute 17 and I'm going, come on, Pete, I'm getting a little tired here. My arm's sore. Fish ate it.
Boom.
There it
in
is.
the net. That
In
is
the
a Pete,
clam.
That's a Pete
In the
Maina
clam.
pro tip.
Yeah.
In the clam. Jay. Woo. We're out fishing with Pete. Get down here, Pete.
Oh, yeah.
Pete Maina putting us on the board. We're fishing some tubes. We're fishing some Livingston, doing some different things. Jay just put us on the board with a nice one. Let's turn this beautiful thing loose.
There you go. Nicely done. Sometimes you get the whole size structure, but I'm got him. There.
Got him. Nice fish. Anybody got a net for me? I'd like
Oh, it is a ski.
It's off now because he's put
What?
shot. Yeah.
Oh, I was going to get the net. What the heck? You know, I mean, he was still down under. There's no reason to lose him just because I haven't got the net yet. You just did that on purpose, didn't you?
I did.
You
Folks,
did.
my mission is to make fun of Pete Maina
Yeah.
24/7.
Did another 40-incher on right there. He lets it get away because I wasn't immediately on the net. You know, you got to have a little fun with these fish.
Take your time.
Yeah.
Take your time.
He was big hooked.
Hey, Steve.
What up, Pete?
You remember that first time we jammed one in the clam?
Man, we jammed that one.
Oh, did we? That was cool. We're going, guys. Don't get in a hurry. Enjoy yourself.
Take your time.
Yeah, I mean, geez.
You know.
Enjoy it a little.
Enjoy it a little bit there. Give him the. You're the worst. All right, guys. I'm with Jim Stewart, my main man from the Musky shop, and this guy. We found him at a dock in Hayward. He said, "We'll take you out fishing." Pete, the man, Maina. We're out fishing some Livingston. We've done good already. Jay Bird's behind the camera. He put a nice fish in the net. We've really seen a ton of fish. Not great conditions. It's typical grinding, but Livingston lures are really pulling some fish up for us.
Absolutely.
Yeah, the Viper, it's a trick you taught me when we fished together before. One of the best search baits I've ever seen, where it's in that class of like double 8s, double 10s, where you can move some fish and they haven't seen this thing. Musky Shop's got them. This is the big dog, the big Viper.
That's the big one. Yep.
This moves some serious water, and it really just seems to get their attention. They go, what was that?
Oh yeah, when that thing's buzzing by, they gotta look.
We've been hucking the Titan 2. This is one of the new lures that's coming out from Livingston soon. Hopefully when this airs, it'll be in the store. Pete's throwing the walking balls.
Oh yeah, love this. Generally, you'd think of this as a calm water bait, but kind of a slow moving, unbelievable amount of noise and action, clicking and clacking. But it does work in a pretty heavy chop as well.
It does, and a lot of these combinations seem to pull some fish up. Like I said, we're going in behind other boats. We're over in Hayward. This is pressured water.
Oh yeah.
Show them something different. Check out some of the Livingston gear at the Musky shop. The next thing though is the clam.
Oh,
the clam jam.
I don't know if there's probably
I'm
no
in
way
the clam.
Yes.
It is so big.
You're being clammed.
You have been clam jammed. I love the clam net. I've gone to it. The biggest thing that I think a lot of people don't know about clam nets is Pete helped design the bag on this net for conservation, which I'm a huge conservation when it comes to muskies. This thing is great for fins, slime, the whole bit.
Right, and real importantly, you know, besides not knocking off slime, this is coated in knotless and super tight weave, so you don't get hooks stuck in it.
Right.
That's a huge deal. You get fish where the hooks are actually through the net and they twist up. You got a disaster. That does not happen.
Right.
With this.
One of the things is when those fish, like you said, knotted up, that's time out of the water, opposed to this net really helps with that, so you're not fighting that fish that he said balled up by the edge of the net. One of the easiest bags to get a fish in. This whole net, the round net, there's a lot of leeway side to side, so you've got a big target.
Yeah, yeah, and then one other thing, there's actually a cradle built into the bottom of the bag. So when you get that fish off your bait, it can lay down in there. Even some of the biggest fish can lay down in there in that cradle area, and that's tremendous for them.
Yeah.
Jam it in the clam.
Jam
Pete.
it in the clam.
All right, guys, Livingston Viper. Pete, we love them. You know how to
Yes, we
fish them.
do.
These are a killer bait, man. This is the little guy. This is the smaller Livingston Viper. This is our personal fave, the big old monster.
Yeah,
It
like
really
the big-
moves some fish. We've been moving them today on this thing.
Yep, yep.
What I like to do is pair that Livingston Viper with is somewhat of a slower reel, in my opinion. It's not, you know, I'm not trying to burn this thing. So this is just a 5/8 to 1, you 5/3 to 1, like on the Revo, with a Musky Shop shield rod. Pete, take it away. You showed me how to fish these things, so I'm going to digress.
Okay, well, I'm somewhat a little different than you with this, but it'll actually be a comeback bait with a real slow glide if I know there's a big fish there and I really want to tease them. But I actually work it a little bit faster. In a lot of cases, I go on a super search bait.
Right.
It depends on the temperatures and
How much
everything.
blade-like is what you've said.
I have had a lot of luck just throwing this thing out and cranking it back in as fast as you possibly can. And by the way, you control this thing high speed as well, and it's just got a huge vibration and obviously a great wobble to it.
Absolutely.
And it's just something they're not used to seeing. I mean, if you want something that the fish aren't really used to yet and is really different, it's a great bait.
And my trick with these guys is to throw them and use it in the fashion of a glide bait. Super simple for a new angler. Turn the handle.
Oh, they're easy.
Yeah, it's going to do the side-to-side darting action you look at, looking for some of your other gliders, with the big one as well. So the big one will glide side-to-side.
Yeah.
So it's a great bucktail alternative and a super good glide bait alternative too. They don't see them very often. Check out Livingston. We've got them, the Vipers, at the Musky Shop. Like and subscribe, my dudes. All right, downsizing in bad conditions gonna put a fish like this in crazy.